Je viens de fermer ma fenêtre, le brouillard qui tombe est glacé, jusque dans ma chambre il pénètre, notre
I
chambre.
originally got into makeup my senior year of high school because of a TV show and an actor. He had really pink lips, and jealousy and competition has always fueled me to excel, you know, through life. And I decided that I was going to have pink lips. Pink lipstick was just kind of a starting place. I do all kinds of makeup now, artistic makeup, all kinds of makeup are just like a part of me and what I like to do.
Ma joie s'achève, tout se brise.
I'm a part of Delta Lambda Phi, which is the progressive fraternity that is for gay, bi, transgender, and progressive men, so you can join in if you're straight. I think there's one straight person in our international, because there's one in Canada, fraternity. So that's cool for him. But it's more of like a gay club. I feel like fraternity is like a bad name for it. I'm adding black powder to set the cream right now. You know, it's just, we don't really do fraternity things. We don't have a house. We don't like drink. I don't think I've ever had alcohol at any events. It's not allowed, but I don't think we would do it anyway. It's just kind of like a place where you can not be like stared at, because I get a lot of stares most of the time, which I think is pretty cool. And I like being stared at, but it's nice for like a change every now and then. I hosted a drag show once for my pledge class. I was my pledge class president with a great group of fellas, super gay, you know, good people. I was not in drag because I don't want to tuck, because I feel like it would be painful. And then the other reason is because I want to be a man in makeup, not a woman impersonator or look like a woman. So I think it's really awesome if you want to impersonate a woman. It's not my goal, so that's why I don't do drag.
Avec mes rêves, je suis seule ce soir, sans ton amour. Le jour tombe, ma joie s'achève, tout se brise.
I would say David or myself is a very fluid concept. A lot of times at like, and I don't go to Starbucks that much because, you know, I'm not like blah blah blah, but at Starbucks, like sometimes I'll give a different name just because like how I'm feeling that day. I think that it's not important to everyone, but important if you are a creative person to not be tied down to anything. So I would say that David is just like a very fluid thing. Like I like giving different names to people that I meet and being a different person that time, which I feel like is why David is somebody who likes to wear makeup, because I can do a concept like that and just be a different person for that day without losing myself, because you can wipe it off at the end of the day. Otherwise, I'll just take this wipe, which is like pretty clean for me. I guess because I took my face off with this one. And then I will wash my face with the Purity face wash, which is over here again. This from, I don't know where it's from. They're not paying me, so I don't need to plug them. Not that anybody pays me. I think the first assumption is that I'm gay, just because of the way that I dress and or have makeup on, which it's an assumption that I don't mind. The problem I have with that assumption is that you have to be gay to be a man who wears makeup, which I feel like we're slowly progressing towards like men wearing concealer. But I feel like eventually I'm hoping that like men could wear a wing and not be assumed to be gay, which is fine. I feel like a lot of people assume that I'm a slut because I dress very like skimpy, and then there's also the assumption that gay people just hook up with each other all randomly, which I don't think there's a problem with that if you hook up with people, but I feel like it's a stigma in the gay community, queer community, start myself, but specifically gays have a stereotype of sleeping with people or random people, so I feel like that's like a double assumption that kind of they feed off of each other about me, so that's mainly what I feel like people assume about me when they first see me. It's like the people who like actually turn their heads all the way. I'm like inconspicuously, which I'm not sure if it's a word. Inconspicuously is not important to you. And then I don't know if I should make eye contact with them. Like this dude is like staring right at me, but now his eyes gone down as you can like hear me. Oh no, more uncomfortable looking. So it's like, but his head didn't turn all the way around. So at what level are you rude for staring? Personally, I don't mind being stared at, but like, sorry, I got distracted because like I was like, and I was like, what are you looking at? Am I saying like too much? That's another thing that people need to work on, is words that, oh, a leaf, it's fall. A leaf fell on me. I identify myself sexually as pan-romantic and homosexual, which I don't know if you could separate the two, but I like separating them just because I think it identifies me more correctly. I identify my gender as male, but the problem, I do like a male with an asterisk because I feel like when you say male, you define yourself to the questioner's definition of male, and my definition of male is often different from the exam when it says male or female. So that's why I have the asterisk. I think a more correct definition would be gender fluid, but I don't really, I feel like if I said that, it takes away from other people who identify themselves as gender fluid because I really stick with male. It's just I don't feel like male is tied to masculinity and what a lot of people define male as. So I think male with an asterisk is like the best definition for me.
Avec ma peine, j'ai perdu l'espoir de ton retour. Et pourtant